What's up everybody, it's Levi Wright, and today I'm going to show you how to build these plyometric boxes on Modern Done Right. Enjoy the vid. The first step for making these plyometric boxes is to measure out the plywood. As far as materials go, I'm using 1/2 inch thick plywood for the sides of the boxes and 3/4 inch thick plywood for the top of the boxes. The dimensions for this box are going to be 27 inches wide, 27 inches long, and 27 3/4 inches tall. To keep things simple, I'm giving measurements for the middle box. If you're wanting to build the large box, just add 6 inches to all the measurements, and if you're wanting to build the smaller box, just subtract 6 inches from all the measurements. Alright, step number 2 is to make all the cuts. I'm using the Kreg Accu Cut. It makes things way easier and way faster. I totally recommend getting it if you're doing this kind of build. As far as detailed measurements go, I'm going to be including all the measurements for each box in the description, so you guys are more than welcome to reference that if you're building the box. Step number 3 is assembly. First, I put the wood glue on, and then once I get it all spread and put it where I want it, I take a brad nailer and nail it into place, that way nothing moves. Once I have the box nailed together, I drill the pilot holes. Because this is 1/2 inch thick plywood, it will crack if you don't drill pilot holes, so be sure to drill the pilot holes. The thing to pay special attention to is that 2 of your pieces are going to be 26 inches long instead of 27. This is due to the thickness of the material and wanting to make sure that the box overall is 27 inches by 27 inches. Because of that, before you actually nail together the pieces, make sure that your box is measuring 27 on each end. Once I have the base of the box assembled, I need to go and cut 1x2s to 4 inches long. That way I can screw them in the top corner for the top piece to attach onto. If that didn't make sense, right here I'm about to show you how I assemble that. And another thing to note is I do drill pilot holes for everything. Just keeps it clean and also ensures that things don't crack. Also, the screws that I'm using to assemble this box are just 1 inch long construction screws. Now that the blocks are screwed into place, the next thing I'm going to do is put the 3/4 inch thick piece of plywood on top of the box. And I'm going to make sure that I screw it into those blocks that I just screwed onto the corners. Alright, step number 4 is to use a router to round over the edges. I'm using a 3/4 inch round over bit. It worked great, it was perfect for the project, and it came out really nice. It was really easy. Step number 5 is to cut out the handholds. I measured what I felt like was a good place for the handholds, and then I took a drill bit and drilled out each end of the handhold. Now once the holes are drilled, I'm going to draw what I want the handle to look like, and then I'm going to take a jigsaw and cut it out. Now that I have the holes cut, I take a 1/2 inch round over bit, and with my router I round over the edges to make the handles nice and smooth. Step number 6 is to sand the box. Unfortunately, for some reason, I lost the footage on this one. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Step number 7 is to apply the polyurethane coat on the top of the box. This is just to keep it protected while people are jumping on it. I'm using a water-based polyurethane. I prefer it. It's really easy to work with. If I want something that's a little bit more heavy duty, I will use an oil-based polyurethane. Once you have the polyurethane finish applied, the box is done. Now time for the reveal. Overall, this was a really fun build. I'm happy to say that it was really easy. I didn't have really any setbacks. It was pretty straightforward. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Also, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching.